on the way down screaming, whoa. If all we have is time, then we'll be alright. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. We're running on fumes, but we'll make it through tonight.
Hey guys, Bone here, and if you have not been living under a rock for the past week, you would know probably that Call of Duty has broken not 1 million dislikes, but 2 million dislikes on their Infinite Warfare trailer. Now, how is this going to end up for the next Call of Duty? Sales-wise, the community's not too energetic about it, but there have been trailers that have been massively disliked in the past, but the game was well received. Like, Advanced Warfare was one of the ones that had a large number of dislikes, I believe. But the YouTube recording or stats recording thing has said that the Call of Duty trailer is one of the most disliked trailers on YouTube, or at least videos overall. Except it's the most disliked gaming trailer out there on YouTube. Maybe even trailer overall, but I don't really know. But it is the most disliked gaming trailer on YouTube at this point. And Battlefield 1 has more views, more likes than the Call of Duty trailer, because Call of Duty's kind of in like 10 times the dislikes at least, or 100 times, because they have like 200,000 likes and 2 million dislikes, I think. But that's just ridiculous that Call of Duty has fucked up this bad with Call of Duty again. They have been going further and further into the future, and Battlefield, I think, has made the right decision going back in time. Now, Battlefield, we all probably, if you're a big Battlefield fan, watched the world premiere, because this is one of the first times they've done a massive, huge event with a pre-stream and all this other stuff. But, like, when you look at it, they've done what the Call of Duty community has wanted for years, going back in time. Now, I think we would have preferred a World War II title, but now that we've looked into the history of World War I think that there's so much potential with Battlefield 1. But we'll have to wait till the open beta comes out, and I have access to that, I think, because I am an EA insider. But I am super excited for Battlefield 1. It is definitely a title I am picking up. I wish they did have a collector's edition for PC, because I'd pick that shit right up, right then and there. But I don't think they do. I do think I'm going to get the Legendary Edition, because I do want to get, like, the Hellfighters pack, or Hell Riders. The Harlem Hell Riders, I think is what it was. Because that was the first time African Americans made a massive, noticeable difference in a war, and were actually credited with it. I know the Civil War had a lot of them in it, but it was not, like, they weren't as credited as World War I. Now, the weaponry people think is quite limited in World War I, but it actually is massive, because every single country had their own vehicles, had their own guns, artillery. And so we have a massive arsenal and variety of weapons, different styles of loading, different styles of ammunition, and all this other stuff. And we even had anti-tank rifles at this point. They weren't like your explosive lock-on. It was entirely manual, and a lot of people ended up getting injured from these guns because they were high caliber. They were in the millimeters, not like high millimeters. But it's just ridiculous on what people thought, and I even was narrow-minded. I will admit that. I thought, okay, they had a bunch of bolt-action rifles, not much technology. But looking at this, they had side-mounted scopes to lower your head profile above the trenches so you didn't have to have your head up as high to get domed. And then, of course, there's all this gas they used. And I think that EA is going to be using some of the experimental weapons that appeared near the end of the war, or some of the less used weapons that appeared at the end of the war, because the war was winding down, so they didn't need as large of an influx of weapons. Now, one last thing is just the Battlefield trailer looked so epic. It was fast-paced, it had melee weapons, and that's one big thing that Battlefield 1 is going to have a focus on, I think, and a lot of other people think, is it's going to be melee-focused, or not melee-focused, but high melee content. But the Call of Duty trailer was kind of like this movie ripoff, or trailer ripoff of Halo 4 Forward into Dawn. I watched the trailer through a couple times just to confirm this, and I think I found 21 similarities in the actual the newest COD thing, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare part remastered. Didn't really consider that for any similarities because that's its own game. but the Infinite Warfare has a lot of similarities to the movie Forward Unto Dawn. If you've watched it, watch the trailer and you'll see. But it's just ridiculous that Call of Duty is screwed up this bad, and this actually might be winding down to the end of that company that's made Call of Duty, because they've completely bombed this at this point. Now, one last thing on this is if it's all colorful like Call of Duty Black Ops 3, like if you look at Nuketown, there's colors every fucking place, all over the fucking map. And I hated that. That's why I don't play Call of Duty. It's way too colorful, way too bright. That's why I've stayed with Battlefield and Counter-Strike, because they are more basic shooters, more skill-based. Call of Duty, yeah, there's a lot of skill to wall running and jump boosting and all that stuff, but Counter-Strike has a massive skill gap between someone who can run boost properly and do no-scopes, and Call of Duty is more like it's trick-shotting based. Now, Counter-Strike, people do want to have all those fun trick shots, but it's not the focus of the game. The focus is improving your skill, improving your game sense and all that, and the map awareness. Now, I do know the pro scene in COD is still very popular, but I don't know how Infinite Warfare is going to really affect the pro scene. But we'll have to see when this comes out how it is actually perceived by the community, because there's been COD games in the past that were massively disliked on the trailer, but were actually enjoyed as a game. The CODs that I remember most fondly is Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1, and Black Ops 2. The Black Ops were just so fun on the zombies maps. I played those with my Sergeant Major in military school for so many hours all the time. We just go in and have a lot of fun with that. We just play during our free time for hours. And then when it would come to Black Ops or Modern Warfare, that's just classic stuff. I think it was Modern Warfare 1 that had the Big Brother mission where it was a co-op mission where you'd have the UAV above you, and one guy would use the UAV to shoot down and take out enemies, and your other friend would be down on the ground taking out enemies up close in his face. And that was one of the missions I remember most fondly from that game. I forget if it was Modern Warfare 1 or 2, but I've played so many hours on Modern Warfare 1, 2, and Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2 mostly for zombies, Black Ops 2. But overall, I am not that excited for this Call of Duty, guys. I don't think a lot of other people are, but there's still people who have their hopes up for it being a good game. I do hope that if people want it to be a good game, it ends up being a good game, because there's lots of money invested in this. Netcode is a major investment thing that people work on at these studios. But overall, I think that Call of Duty might have hit a major block here and just kind of stopped the forward progression into the future, because the Call of Duty community has been begging and begging and begging for a old version. I think Modern Warfare 1 was the way they wanted to do it, the lazy way. They just remastered, updated graphics, updated game engine stuff, and I think that that's not the way to do it, especially if you have to buy the Legendary Edition. You have to buy our new game in order to get the game you actually want. It's the marketing, from a marketing standpoint, it's good, but from a way to please your community, it's not good. So guys, if you have any comments on what you think the new Call of Duty is going to be like, or if you see any major similarities in the Call of Duty trailer to the Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn movie, write that in the comments. Drop a like if you did enjoy the video. And also, one last thing before I end the video is I did get promoted to overall lead of District Alliance today. I've been putting in a lot of work helping them get things going again. The team has been a little slow getting started up again because we had a kind of a roster change and a bunch of people left that weren't active. So we're working on refreshing that. So we're still looking for content creators. I have 2 potential ones coming out very soon. Still in discussions with them. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, drop a like. And also, write in the comments what your opinion. Which are you more looking forward to? Battlefield 1, World War I theme, or Call of Duty, basically Halo? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Happy gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.